Scotts will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Here's the handoff. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The give out of the gun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to run for it. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll give it on the counter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
You know, football really is a game similar to chess, and there's this cat and mouse game going on between the offensive and defensive coordinators right now. It'll be interesting to see later in the game if the offensive coordinator shows the defense the exact same pre-snap look. The defense will be thinking they're going the corner route, but then this time the receiver will break to the middle of the field, might catch the defense completely off guard.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. They'll ride the hot hand. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. They go to the ground. Bulls his way forward. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes a handoff. It's Dalton.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. He's already got 46 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season. First and goal here, and a really good chance to see our first touchdown of the new season. Trying to run it in. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Astronauts offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped them for a big loss.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Give to the fullback. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the move. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Astronauts come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
The option look. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll run the option. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get the sack just like that.
And that inside linebacker is showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
And the Astronauts will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. 1st down to start the drive after the break. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll run the option. Runs through a tackle.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. Now on the option. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
A run for the quarterback. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Astronauts are marching down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
After after losing a couple on that last play. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they're going to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Virginia Tech was far from the friendly confines of Lane Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its...
Gonna take a shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown! Well, they've been working on these trick plays in practice, and they must have felt ultra confident to go with it here.
And we practice them all the time, and everybody gets so excited in practice. When are we going to do it this week? When are we going to call it? Great timing on the call for the trick play, and you can see it caught the defense way off guard.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's going to let it go. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The back goes in motion. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Give to the fullback. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. On the option. Across the 25. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's York. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, I think the quarterback was trying to push that ball deep down the field. Nobody was open, though. so he finds his fullback for a short gain.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Astronauts.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of... Gonna let it fly. And he's got it inside the 35. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and the receiver. They were looking at each other, and it was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. A big game there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Defense were always trying to get some tips, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
He wants to pass it on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
He got it. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for the big play. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Complete to the right. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Astronauts! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Now this offense is back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? You be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Goes to the option. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you don't want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
And the Astronauts will line it up on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Shows him the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Here comes the option. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the option. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often, and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
Fires into the end zone. Finds his big tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
the option look. Stumbled to the ground. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
You're not
They
going.
were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? The Astronauts line it up with a 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll run the option. Touchdown, Astronauts! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
1st and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big feet.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Fucking kidding.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Just ran over it. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They're going to ride this running back.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Fast motion from the offense. Trying play action. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again?
Nope.
It's a flea flicker. He's going for the big play. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his
You got me on that one. That's one
That
pick,
is
nigga.
such a tremendous job by the defense. A flea flicker is designed to catch them off guard, thinking it's going to be run and throw it over their head. But how about the athleticism to get back into coverage and not just knock it away, David, pick it off.
Yeah, and it's just like baseball, man. It's like a home run or a strikeout with these big plays. Like, they either work really well, but then the quarterback has the mindset of, okay, we got to make a big play. This is set up to make a big play instead of just throwing the football away and not making a mistake like he did on that play right there.
2nd down coming up. They'll run the option. That's a live ball. Defense
Is that out? Is that out?
Fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense getting set for 1st down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky to jump on top of that.
I can't believe you motherfuckers beating us. That's me. Shit's hard.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Thank you, Z.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play.
God
And he
damn!
was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He breaks his tackle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I don't think the defense was expecting him on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off bounds with that play call.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be a
Fuck you
touchdown.
niggas. Gritty on the edge.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to add another. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense set for a 1st down play. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Smashes through. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now on the option. Really nice job to squeeze way up to the 31-yard line.
That didn't bust for a long one. Now, 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Astronauts send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the
Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't make the connection. Going for a big play on first down. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
To the ground. He's got it again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on second and short. Now the play fake. Gets it to the back. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and 4. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
The give to the back. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Powers through the defender. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for them.
Man, you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. The give to the tailback. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the fourth quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
All right. Bishop.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back looking for help. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Brandon.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously want to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw, getting some heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The snap sets up the throw. Coming after it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
Such a good feeling. The best feeling in the world. The best formation is victory formations for offense where I can just catch the snap, take a knee, Jesse, and watch that clock run.
And it's got to feel good, too, because this was a physical football game. Both teams leaving it all on the field, and the offense now an opportunity to ice this thing, take the dub into the locker room, and get ready for your next opponent.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. And the coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the game, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle a great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to?
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh.